Um, Hi, my name is Isa Tujao, and today I'm gonna speak about this man. Does one of you recognize him or not? His name is Nelson Mandela, and I'm gonna speak about him. Nelson Mandela was the first president of South Africa and the first to be elected in a democratic election. He is considered as the father of South Africa. He freed up the country of apartheid, which was a system of discrimination based on white supremacy. Mandela would be remembered as a remarkable man just for what happened and didn't happen in South Africa transition, according to an article of Time magazine, The Man Who Would Not Cry. This is the reason why I'm going to discuss with you about his fight for a new South Africa. Nelson Mandela was an activist. He was the leader of the anti-apartheid movement. He was fighting against the government that was practicing apartheid, a system of discrimination in favor of white people, violating human rights, violating human rights of black South African. What happened in South Africa is pretty much like what happened here when Europeans came here, and before that there were Native Americans that were living here. Now they wanted to take the country and then try to mistreat Native Americans. So that's similar to what happened to South Africa. European, especially United Kingdom, they were going to South Africa and then try to take the land of Africans and wanted to own the country. In his fight for a new South Africa, Mandela and other activists were charged for sabotaging and conspiring to overthrow the government, which they were found guilty on June 1964 and condemned for a life imprisonment. It was during that moment that he was becoming an international hero for people all around the world. According to an article by Time magazine called The Prisoner, he had been elected honorary president of the student union at University College in London. The worker around the work treatment not to handle South African goods, and the United Nations member of the US Congress and the leader of the Soviet Union all protested the trial. Mandela became a global symbol of injustice. He spent 27 years in prison, divided between Robbinsland prison and Victor Vermeulen prison. Mandela says a 7 by 9 foot room burned day and night over his head. For the 18 years he was jailed here, beginning in 1964, based on a monument to courage by Johnson Scott. He was victim of many physical and verbal abuse by white prison warden, released in 1990. He was released in 1990 as an expression of President of Clark commitment to change. The reason why he was released is because that the president of South Africa was receiving a lot of pressure from the United Nations and the United States and other countries, and also he was scared of a war, of a civil war from the South, from the black of South Africa. That's why he released him. According to Nelson Mandela, in May 1994, Nelson Mandela became the president of South Africa and ended on June 1999. When he was the president of South Africa, he was trying to do like what Martin Luther King wanted to do, to connect black and white people, to reconcile the country. But he did only do 5 years, so that was a short time. But he did not pretty much accomplish nothing when he was president, because he failed to reconnect to the country. But he did try, because when it comes to race issue, it takes more than 5 years to resolve the problem. Nelson Mandela was an Nelson Mandela was an anti-apartheid activist who was fighting against the system, and he won at the end. He died in December 5, 2013. Thank you.